Are we live? Good afternoon, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back once again. Well. I'm going to wait a minute or two for people to get here. Have something I need to share with you, but that's going to be later on in this live stream. The reason I'm actually doing this live stream now is because this is day one of my liquid fast. And I honestly don't know if I'd have the energy to do it later on today. I found some very, very interesting things out about doing this type of fast. And apparently they ring true even for me. So give everybody a minute or two to get here. Jay Smart just put up a video. Ooh, I want to watch this later. I got to make sure I save that. You know, it's funny. I save videos all the time into my queue, and then I totally forget to watch them. So I find the best thing to do is just to open up a new tab and just leave it there, because that way I'll remember to watch it at least later on. Now, why did it do that? Okay, for some reason it just spooled and started. Hope everybody out there is doing well. I totally did not announce this at all, so that's why I want to give people a chance to get here. I figure there are probably quite a few people out there that are stuck inside right now and really want something to do. You can listen to me yammer on here. I'm good with that. Heck, party bonus. How many 90s people do we have out there right now? Only got 2 people. I'm surprised. I'll give it another minute or two, see if anybody else is interested in coming. Got 1 like so far. Yeah, remember, please give me those likes, those thumbs up. Every little bit helps. The more likes, the more thumbs up I get, the higher my video goes in YouTube's algorithm and in the queues, and the more you'll see of my content. And of course, if you don't like it, then you can give it a thumbs down. Wow, I am doing something I really shouldn't be doing, and that is searching for vehicles online. I actually still need to sell a couple, believe it or not. Yeah. All right, so before I get into all this, a little bit of news. Apparently, an irate person struck a security guard in a Walmart parking lot in Quebec, more specifically in Sherbrooke. Now, this actually hits quite close to home to me because I've shared this in the past, but I'll share it again. My father is French Canadian. He was born in Canada, and actually my grandparents, his mother and father, lived in Sherbrooke for many years. During most of my childhood in the summers, I spent quite a bit of time in that town. Sherbrooke is in Quebec. It's about an hour northeast, I believe, of Montreal. And when I saw the pictures of this, it actually reminded me, I've actually been here. There's a mall right in the middle of the what's in the middle? It's in the outskirts of the town. And apparently that's where this Walmart resides now. Now, when I went there, the Walmart wasn't even a thing. We're talking like way back in the 90s, and maybe, I think the last time I was there was like in 2009. But apparently because of the quarantines and the social distancing, this particular person was so upset that he actually hit this security guard on purpose. Latest news, the security guard is all right, thank God. Well, they say he's all right. He's in the hospital and he's in serious condition, but is still alive. So just be careful out there, folks. Please don't make people angry right now. Don't exacerbate an already tense situation. And I mentioned this in the vlog that I'm filming today too. So just kind of stay safe out there for now. Danny Lee is here. Hey, I'm doing okay, Danny. Rick Lakes is here. Got 4 people here so far. We're going to wait a couple more minutes because I really want to have a few more people here before I get into the real meat and potatoes of what this live stream is going to be about. I'm going to check on my eBay purchases right now. Not actually selling anything on eBay, but that's something that I really need to do. Today is the 6th, so I should have that package tomorrow by the 7th. Wow, okay. I know I should turn that off, but I'm expecting messages, so you guys will just have to kind of bear with me here. Okay. All right, 340, 130. I actually hope I do have this one. I think I do. Well, got people messaging me about computers finally. I've had a lot of people that want to buy computers, but they're just afraid to venture out right now. And believe me, I totally get it. It's weird. It really is. I mean, and it's getting weirder by the day. It's nothing to sneeze at. Okay, so we got 6 people here, and I don't know why the heck my webcam is doing this, like focusing and refocusing. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer here. So what I want to talk about is this liquid fast that I'm doing. It maybe isn't the best name because it kind of sounds like when I say a liquid fast, it kind of sounds like I'm not drinking, but I'm eating, but it's not. What it is I'm abstaining from all solid foods at the moment. So today, for the first day of this liquid fast, I've drank 3 protein shakes. I drank a glass of juice, and I had 2 cups of coffee. So literally, this is all liquid. And the reason I'm doing this is it's actually helping to cleanse my body. And I've already noticed that this is definitely the case because I woke up this morning at about 8:30. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not even 6 hours. And I've already had 3 bowel movements, which is almost unheard of for me. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying that this kind of fast may not be for everybody. The real negative to this is there is a lot of sugar in the things that I'm ingesting, including the protein shakes, which tend to have about, I think it's about 19 net grams of sugar per one. So that's about, according to them, it's about 9 or 10% of your daily sugar value. So as a whole, I'm not really meeting all of my daily dietary requirements. And that's why I would never recommend doing this for any length of time. But as a cleanser, to kind of cleanse your body, to get yourself ready for a new lifestyle, this is actually going to work very well. I can already tell. Yeah, vegan athlete. I said I was going to start Tuesday, but I decided that since I originally said I was going to do it Monday, that I'll just bite the bullet and do it. The reason I was going to do that is I had already made my oatmeal my breakfast for today. Then I said, you know what, it'll keep in the fridge. And at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal if I have to throw it out. It's not that expensive. Now, if I had made something like eggs Benedict or eggs Florentine, something that cost a lot of money, then yeah, I would have pushed it back another day. But yeah, I'm not too worried about the oatmeal going bad. I could probably let Dad eat it too. I mean, he will eat oatmeal on occasion. Got to readjust myself here a little bit. There we go. I'd love to figure out why this webcam has such a problem staying focused. I've updated the software, or I should say the drivers and all the software, and it still does the same thing. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's more of like you can't get the lighting just right. It goes in and out, but it works good. At least the Yeti speaker works well, and I think what I might do is switch back to my C920 camera back there. So we got 6 watchers, 3 likes. Please remember to click that like button. I'm going to mention that a few times because I really need the likes on these videos. So you guys and gals out there can ask me whatever you want right now within reason. I'm hoping that I'm going to help some people with their lifestyle changes or their diets, whatever you're going to call it. But this is just something different that I want to try because your body gets used to a certain way of life. So if you've been doing something the same way every day, your usual routine, eating the same way, drinking the same way, it's very hard for your body to lose weight from there. So basically what I'm doing here is just switching it up. I'm saying, okay, body, we're doing something different. We're going from solids to liquids, and I want to see if it's going to force you to lose more weight. And I'm kind of talking the third person here, but the idea being that you're just shaking it up a little bit. You're forcing your body to do something that it doesn't usually do. And that in and of itself can help you lose weight. And believe it or not, it actually can make you feel better too. Cat's walking in and out right now. I don't think this is going to be a super long live stream. It all depends on how many people showed up. But if we get more people here in the next few minutes, I'll keep it going. But I do have some other things I want to get to today. I'm going to be putting up a vlog probably later on tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. It just all depends on if I have enough content. And that's the big problem right now. I don't have enough to film, and a lot of YouTubers are in the same boat right now. I mean, a lot of these channels I watch JR Go, Auto Auction Rebuilds, what's the other one? He'll be upset if I don't get it. Tyler's Variety Channel, Eric's Variety Channel. A lot of these channels are not putting a lot of content up, and for obvious reasons, there's just not enough of things to film out there with all the social distancing. That being said, I'm glad that a lot of you are heeding that warning and social distancing. I'm doing it the best I can. When I'm out in public, I'm at least 6 to 7 feet away from everybody else. And I'm not so much worried about myself. It's my father, because he's in that high risk category. And believe it or not, you can carry this thing. And I'm just going to say, not even going to say what it is, but you all know what it is. And you may not feel any symptoms if you're young and healthy, but your parents might catch it. I mean, that is a real possibility now. So just remember, practice your social distancing. Hopefully it won't go on too much longer. He says, knowing that it probably will. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, I am the eternal pessimist. I try not to be. Internally, I'm not really that way. But I don't know. I just, it comes out that way a lot of times, and I apologize if it does. And that is going to segue me into this. This is Our Daily Bread from, basically it's a inspirational periodical that we get from our church. And this is something that fits me to a T. So this is Arrested Intellectual Development. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be still wiser. Proverbs 9:9. I'm going to read this out. Let's look at arrested intellectual development. Sometimes we use verses like, God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. 1 Corinthians 1:27 as excuses for not developing our minds and growing intellectually. God said, my people are destroyed from lack of knowledge. A sense of fulfillment accompanies intellectual growth, one that doesn't come from any other way. When you know you're growing in knowledge and understanding, you become less vulnerable to criticism, neglect, and slight. Your sense of worth is no longer tied to other people's approval because you measure yourself by a different yardstick, personal growth. The writers of Proverbs say the heart of the prudent acquires knowledge, and the ears of the wise seek knowledge. Proverbs 18:15. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Lord has made them both. Notice you learn by listening and observing, and we're not talking about hours spent watching television that dulls your brains and stunts your powers of conversation. And as I'm doing this, I realize this isn't really the one I wanted to read, but anyway, all of these have to do with personal growth. And again, I'll go back to contentment, feeling content in yourself. But even more than that, be more of a listener. And I struggle with this personally. I have for many, many years. And that's why I like reading these verses. So if you ever get a chance, pick up. This one is Our Daily Bread. But there are other ones too. There's the Daily Word. There are a lot of these out there. And a lot of your churches will probably have these free of charge. I don't know where the one is that I wanted to read you. Okay, this is it. Okay, I'm sorry. I read the bottom one. It was the top one that really, really stood out to me. Let's talk about arrested emotional development. When you don't get help for your past emotional hurts, you'll find yourself acting out, treating others like you were treated, and repeating your past in your present. Indeed, you may end up hurting the people most important to you in your life. Maybe even destroying those relationships without knowing why. You'll blame the failure of the relationship on your partner's habits, looks, attitude, etc. And in doing so, you will remain emotionally stuck, trapped by the unhealed, unrecognized source of your dysfunction. What you're dealing with here is emotional junk, regrets over past mistakes, grudges over being wronged, and all the other hurts you hide under clouds of anger, cynicism, and reclusiveness. You will never know what you have or what you truly need until you get rid of your emotional junk. How do you do that? Best answer is found in God's word. Prepare your heart and lift up your hands to him in prayer. Get rid of your sins and leave all iniquity behind you. Then your face will brighten with innocence. Okay, that's all I'm going to rate about that. That actually fits me to a T. Being someone who was bullied endlessly in grade school and in my younger years, I've actually carried that into my personal life. And that just makes sense to me because I do have a lot of unresolved anger, even to this day. I have prayed and I've asked the Lord for forgiveness, and he's forgiven me for this anger. That being said, the anger is still there. So I still have a lot of work to deal with when it comes to this. But I just wanted to read that to you because that really stood out to me. And Mom actually read this morning and she's like, Matt, I think this is you to a T. And she hit the nail on the head there. This is Our Daily Bread. This is from the Sunday, April 5th version, if you will. Actually, the pages that I copied are for April 4th, 5th. No, wait a minute. April 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th of Our Daily Bread. I think you can get them online, too. Let me see. It's odb.org is what it is. I'll share the link. Yanks one fan 09. You should adhere to it. A childhood friend of mine passed away last night from the virus. It means business in New York. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. It's very unfortunate that we have to go through this. And yes, social distancing is very important. Thank you, Chris Taylor, for the $2 super chat. Those are always appreciated too. Right now, it's more important than ever. And if you are in that high risk category, please make sure you stay at home. As a matter of fact, not meaning to go down this route, but my father has been staying at home for the most part. He will go out for rides and things like that, but we're trying to keep him at home for now because, again, he's in that high risk category, and I really don't think he needs to be venturing out too much at the moment. I'm not sure if I can find that exact link. I'll try. Let's see what we at here. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it, but what I would recommend, you can get it if you have a smartphone, download it from the Google Play Store, and you'll be able to read that. But once again, that the one I was reading from is from Saturday, April 5th. So really today or yesterday, it was on Sunday. You know, I totally forgot to bring my water bottle with me. I tell you, my mind is gone. But you know what? That's part of this juice fasting that I'm doing, or this liquid fast. Is a lot of it. You're going to feel lethargic for the first couple of days. May need to actually drink some more this evening, because if your body's used to getting like 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day, that's very, very hard to do. Just drinking like meal replacement drinks, protein shakes, and things like that. So you really do have to drink a lot. And the more you drink, the more it's going to go right through your body. All right, folks, I think I'm going to end it here. I don't really have much else to talk about right now. We don't have a lot of people here, but I just wanted to give everybody an update, let you guys know that we're doing fine. Stay safe out there. Make sure that you are practicing social distancing. Hopefully have that vlog up later this evening or maybe tomorrow. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.